Hi everybody, and welcome to my one and only ever YouTube video. I'm not a YouTuber, I'm not an Instagrammer, I'm not an influencer, just somebody talking about a experience with Theory lightsabers, and this lightsaber in particular that I got from them a few weeks ago, and the issues that I've had with it and with support from Theory Sabers. This has got nothing to do with the guy that runs the site in America that you see online, or Star Wars Theory. I'm sure they're none the wiser of my order, from which I know is sent from TXQ in China, that they have dealings with that make these sabers and send them out on behalf of them and lots of other people that also have this saber that are sent out by them in China. I have nothing against the guy in America, Star Wars Theory, or Theory Sabers. In particular, I like the guy, I like the content, I like what he has to say. He's very informative, displays everything, goes through everything as well, which is good with the sabers that he obviously deals with on his site. This is just my experience that I've had since ordering this saber a few weeks ago for my birthday. I thought it'd just be nice to have something different that I haven't got. I have a few sabers. I don't have a Profi one. That's why I ordered this one. And I like the fact that Theory Sabers have these kyberphonic fonts and sounds that are on this saber. I ordered it on the 7th of June, and FedEx said that they would send it and it'd be delivered on the 19th. They even said it would be delivered early, but FedEx, being not so good, delivered actually 6 days later on the 23rd. I got the saber and took it out of the box. Let's have a look quickly what's inside the box when you get it. Comes in a nice collector's box. It's not a problem. Mine was pretty bashed up and creased up, but that was obviously damaged in transit. It all looks very nice, something different as well compared to the normal boxes that you get. Inside it, you get obviously the saber and the hilt and the blade. You get a little Allen key with some screws. It only takes one screw to hold this blade in. You get a blade plug for when you don't want to have the blade in place. You have a charge cable. You get a little booklet, which actually has got nothing to do with this lightsaber. It is just a little booklet telling you about lightsabers. If you want to know more particulars about the saber, you have to go onto Theory Sabers website and download the information of how to operate the saber that you get. You get a few stickers and you get a stand. This one comes with a black one. I don't know why they do a black version of this lightsaber, but this actual stand doesn't even particularly hold this lightsaber properly because of the design of it, so it doesn't really sit properly on it. So I get it, you get it for free, but it doesn't really do any good with this saber. And you get a little plate that sits on the saber stand as well. What you don't get in this box, which you see online a lot when I look at obviously Instagram and influencers and people that obviously these sabers are sent out to, inside their boxes there's a little key ring, lightsaber key ring, and they have these black strips that are added on the end here. Clearly they must come off, maybe for people who do dueling or use them a lot more for cosplay and things. Mine is actually just to be sat on a stand, so, but they weren't in my box at all. No extras, no nothing. So clearly I guess if you're more influential with thousands of followers and things, you get sent a different box with different extras inside. It comes in a very nice little red velvet bag, and very nice. And I said the actual saber itself is very nice. It's got a good weight to it as well. Lots of extras, and obviously all the fonts and sounds that you wanted. I got the prequel pack, which is kyberphonic, which is obviously from the prequel movies, and I said to look at is a very nice saber. When I got it, I charged it up for 4 hours like you do, to get the battery all charged up ready, and then attached the blade, and like I said, start it up. The colours and the actual blade effects are a lot better than the normal NeoPixel one that I've got that isn't Profi, and this one has the moving kyber crystals that are inside here. The clash and the attention that you have to the details is all very good. Like I said, I actually like the saber, that's why I ordered it. I ordered it from Theory Sabers because I like what he said and obviously what he displayed and went through in great detail about this saber. I know that Galaxy Sabers here in the UK, where I've ordered a few Sabers from before, also had this Saber, but it was £100 dearer, and I just couldn't justify the extra £100, even though they do next day delivery. I don't know what their sound fonts and things come with it are, but I went with this one here, and I said to look at initially, it's great. But the problem started pretty much on the first day, and the issues were that the Saber would automatically go into its sound volume control mode by itself, and the only way you could stop it was by unscrewing here at the end, taking the battery out, switching it off, switching it back on again, and reinserting it again. Now, I did this quite a few times. The other bigger issue is that the crystals here that are inside the hilt move. They move left and right, and they shouldn't do that. So when you do wave this lightsaber around, that's the noise you hear, which you shouldn't do. So I contacted theorysabers support, told them what had happened, what's gone on from day one. The emails have been backwards and forwards. I've sent them video saying exactly what this is, and that I wanted initially a replacement or I wanted a refund, because I'm not paying £400 for a top end replica Saber with issues like that. It is mainly just a display Saber, like I said, just for me here on the stand at home, but I'm not paying £400 for an issue for something that is faulty. They received the emails, and a guy called Sam has been backwards and forwards, but at no time have they addressed exactly what I asked for, which was a replacement or a refund for this Saber. The final straw came about a week and a half ago, when they said that I should pack this Saber up, send it by standard parcel rate, and lower it to a lesser value to save myself postage and ship it to a house in Scotland. Now just let that sink in for a minute. Who would actually send their brand new £400 Saber without insuring it or guaranteeing it for the value for what it is? And then who would send it to a house in Scotland because I looked up the address of where it's going to on Google Maps? Obviously I'm not going to do that. Since then, Sam had said that he would then get in touch with his higher powers and ask for my request of what I asked for, which was then just a refund. Since then, in the last week and a half, I've heard nothing back from support at theorysabers. So this Saber will go back in the box again. I only took it out here to do this little display and talk about what's gone wrong with it, and it will go back in the box and back in the cupboard because I don't want to use it because it's faulty. I shouldn't have to keep taking the battery out when it goes into a mode. That's just frustrating and annoying, and I'm not paying top money for what should be perfect out of the box. Let me know what your thoughts are and what would you do. Thanks for listening. Hopefully somebody might hear this or watch it, and be great to hear what you have to say. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye now.